back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson going to come out throwing. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run for the first. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, a run with Hall. And some room to roam now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Jermaine Johnson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right side caught by Davis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen steps away to his left. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ready, ready, ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Barker. The Jets had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball again. Room here to run. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give up the middle. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Straight ahead is Hall. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A pitch comes to Hall, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care.
Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll give to Hall. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
On 1st down, Wilson. Short little throw to Ebron. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Second and 9. A handoff for Hall. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a big...
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On the option, here's Wilson. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow them to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here. And he leaped over him. And a little bit of daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Allen. That ball complete to Isabella. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Allen taking it himself. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Bass now for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go again with Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Allen. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And they take a knee.
Here we go.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the